All right, our next guest was a five-time All-Star, a two-time Silver Slugger winner, and thanks to one of the most famous home runs of all time, propelling the Toronto Blue Jays to their second World Series title, he is worshipped by Canadians more than maple syrup-covered poutine, and also worshipped by me for making Phillies fans cry. Happy to have him, the great Joe Carter. What's happening, Joe?
Hey, Sal, how you doing? Poutine and maple syrup. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I
I like that.
I haven't had that combination, but as I was thinking it through, it's probably pretty good. Not bad. Why not, right?
Yeah, I haven't had that much of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maple syrup on my French fries. I don't know about that.
Maybe we're on to something. Maybe not. I want to get to your Blue Jays and their matchup with the Dodgers in a second, but let's talk about this home run in 93. I know you hate discussing it. Will you just humor me for a minute? Would
Oh,
you?
okay. Okay. I
Okay.
mean,
All right.
there is possibly nothing that has not been said in the last
I
32
know.
years about that home run. And what I tell people, Sal, is, I did hit more than one home run in my career.
I know, I know. And it's funny because even at the end, sportscaster Tom Cheek's call of it, like, touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life. You must have been like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I have a few more ABs here. I can maybe, but maybe. Why you count me out just yet? But what I wanted to discuss is you were born in Oklahoma, right?
Yes, Oklahoma City,
Yeah, and then I think you went to Wichita State. You're in Kansas now. And
correct?
years later, you're beloved by many, many millions in a foreign land. Did you ever think this was possible growing up in the Midwest?
Okay, Sal, let me give you a little trivia. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's how it all comes full circle. Okay, so
Hmm.
now it took a Oklahoman to bring Canada its first World Series championship, 1993. Okay,
Right.
now it took a Canadian to bring Oklahoma City its first world championship
Oh,
of
wow.
of any kind, okay, with SGA,
Shea Gilgis Alexander. Yeah.
and it was on the street Joe Carter Avenue in Brick.
Wow.
So there it is.
That's nuts. That
That
is really crazy.
that's something you don't know right there.
Yeah. Now, was that like a pay it forward thing? Did you like go to SGA's parents and be like, hey, he's got to do something for us now? We did something for you guys. I wonder.
Well, no, I didn't go to his parents, but
Okay.
I'm glad they did because I tell you what, Oklahoma City, it was starving for a championship, and man, what they did last year was tremendous.
One more thing about this home run. So I just want to set the stage for anyway, because I have some young viewers. I think I have like three young viewers, but
Okay,
you're up 3-2, 3 games to two versus the Phillies. Bottom of the ninth, you're down 6-5 in the game. Mitch Williams, people don't give you enough credit because this was as scary and intimidating a bastard as you could find in a relief pitcher. He had 43 saves that year. He was like only like 180 pounds, if I remember, but a lot of power behind those pitches, and you just turned on one. Is that the happiest, rounding those bases, is that the happiest anyone could ever be?
let me think. Yes.
Yeah.
Did I look like a little kid? About seven,
Yeah.
8 years old, playing in his backyard. Yes, Al. I mean that situation. Coming to the plate, I had not faced Mitch in probably 5 or 6 years. I think
Hmm.
I saw because I only know this because they put it on the screen, TV screen. I was 0 for 4 against Mitch. I don't
Right.
even remember my 4 at bats against Mitch because I didn't face him in game 4, that 15-14 ball game,
Right.
because I led off the 8th inning. So I was one of the guys that started those huge rallies. So not facing him, Mitch can be effectively wild. And everybody knows, I have a great eye at the plate. I take a lot of walks. No, I don't. I, I swing the bat. I'm a very, I'm
Right.
a bad ball hitter. So Cito Gasson always told us to go to the plate and have an idea, have a plan. And so first and second, first of all, I'm mad at Ricky. I was mad at Ricky Henderson. God rest his soul. I was
Hmm.
mad at him because he didn't go from first base to third base on the base hit by Paul Molitor. And he was supposed to be one of the fastest guys in baseball.
Sure.
So now I got to get a base hit to score Ricky. And so I go to the plate and I'm like, okay, I haven't faced him in a while. I know he's wild. So I'm going to take until I get a strike. Okay, that was my plan. I said, I'm not going to swing until I get a strike because I wanted to put the pressure on him. And, I didn't want to go up there and just, make an out or swing at a bad pitch when the count
Right.
was my favor. So, and because I was looking breaking ball, everything slowed down. I had all my weight back. And when he threw the fastball down and in, oh, that was my power zone because I'm a low ball hitter. And because I was looking breaking ball, I was able not to pull it into the third base dugout because, Sal, there are people out there who played against me and they were in the third base dugouts. And when I came to the plate, they all went inside. They moved because I could turn a fastball around and I could hit a few people in the dugout.
Right.
And that was the only reason why I kept that ball fair because I was looking or waiting for the breaking ball. And when I made contact, kept my head down, I looked up, all I saw was the bank of left field lights. That's why I was jumping up and down so I could see where the ball was going. And, once I saw Pete and Caviglia kind of turn around because I knew, he couldn't jump over the fence to catch it.
Right.
It was hysteria. And as I was jumping up and down, I stopped jumping so I could touch all the bases. And so I asked Tom Cheek, I said, how did you come up with that? What were you thinking? He said, Joe, I saw you jumping up and down. And I was like, don't miss first base, touch all the bases. So he was thinking that, and I was thinking that at the same time.
That's so funny. That's amazing. Yes, well, it can't get better than that. It just can't. And poor Mitch Williams, he figured into that 15-14 loss, right? So he had something to prove, right? I think he was getting threats and everything else to go along with it, all the terrible stuff. But wow, what a win. And so, you know, I'm going to ask you honestly, when you see someone like Freddie Freeman hit a grand slam off the Yankees, and people were saying last year in the World Series, and people saying that's the greatest World Series home run ever, does that piss you off a little bit?
Honestly, nah, it
Yes,
doesn't.
yes.
No, here's the thing, okay? The home run Freddie Freeman hit, I'm watching the game. I ran it back and watched it like about 30 times. Because it was just that awesome. And I'm a fan of the game. What I did was great, but this is here and now. And for him to come in, injured, hobbling, it wasn't game 6. It wasn't the closeout game.
Right.
It wasn't the greatest home run in World Series history. No, you can't top what Mazeroski and I did because it's only happened twice in the game.
You guys walked it off, right?
Yeah,
that you ended the series.
It was what we call busing 45. And
right. There you go.
That's it. So, but was it one of the best home runs I've ever seen? Oh man, it gave me chills to watch that.
All right, so we'll go you and Mazeroski 1A and 1B. Maybe Kirk Gibson ahead of Freeman or Freeman ahead of Kirk. I don't know. And Reggie's up there too. Reggie hit 3, so it's hard to even say one was better than the other. But those are our 4. Yeah.
You don't hit 3 home runs in the World Series.
No.
That's only been done. That's only been done one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In one game. Yep.
And Reggie is the one. In fact, here's a story about me and Reggie. So when I first met Reggie, he was with the Angels. And I was around the batting cage, and he comes up to me because I had just hit 3 home runs the day before. And he comes up to me, he says, hey, I did it when it counted. And I was like, well, Reggie, mine counted too. It just wasn't the World Series. And so, so I saw Reggie later, and I said, Reggie, all 5 of mine counted.
There you go. Right.
Times. But no, what Reggie did in the World Series in New York, that was huge. I think people will look at, because I played in Canada, they don't rate the home runs as high, as they would if I'd played for the Dodgers or for the Yankees,
the Yankees,
or the Red Sox.
Carlton Fisk, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It would undoubtedly be the number 1 home run, but I can live at where they put it.
I'm with you on that. Good job. You could fight Reggie for the Mr. October title. But let's talk about Canada for a second. I know they don't recognize Mount Rushmore in Canada, but if there was a Mount Rushmore of Toronto athletes. It's you, it's Vlad Jr., it's Vince Carter, and I guess Gretzky. I mean, didn't play for the Maple Leafs, but I know he's beloved. Is that the four? Or am I missing Doug Flutie, Donovan Bailey? I don't know.
Gretzky's all over Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we live in an era where we saw the greatest basketball player, and I'm sticking with Michael Jordan, the greatest hockey player, Wayne Gretzky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got a chance to see all that,
Right.
And the Mount Rushmore. Oh man, that's tough, because what is happening now in Canada, it's not just all about hockey now. You've got some great basketball players coming out, a lot of great baseball players, football players. I mean, it has just been cultivating there. And now it's not just a hockey country anymore.
Sure.
Kids are out there and say, no, I'm just playing baseball. I'm playing basketball. And
right.
But
it's still you. You're still on there. You still have to be top four.
What Kawhi did. Kawhi.
Yeah.
He's.
I was thinking of him too. Right.
Yeah. He's got a chance to be on there too.
Right. All right. Listen, speaking of big playoff home runs, not as impactful quite as your 3-run homer, but still a 3-run homer. Pretty great for George Springer in front of the home crowd to help the Jays advance to the World Series. Blue Jays are a sizable underdog to the defending champ Dodgers because the starting pitching has just been lights out, right? Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani, Glasnow even. Now Sasaki comes in as a dominant closer. If these Blue Jays hitters asked you for advice going up against these LA starters who, like I said, been dominant, what would you offer them?
Well, the thing is, Sal, the series is over with. The Blue Jays have no chance. They have no chance to beat those mighty Dodgers and their $100 billion payroll. I don't even think we're going to even show up. Okay. We're just going to go out there. In fact, if they win game 1, we're just going to quit right there.
Wow. You're being sarcastic. I know you are.
Definitely. Yeah. No, let them. All the naysayers are saying the Dodgers, because they've got a great pitching staff. They've got a great team. And they have some of the best pitchers as far as swings and misses. Okay. Mm-hmm. The Blue Jays don't swing and miss too much.
Right.
Okay? So now you're talking about, a team that has nothing to lose. I would tell them, look, there's 28 teams at home watching you guys play for the World Championship. Okay. They would love to be here. So you don't have to worry about what's going to happen the next series. It's all about right here, right now. Enjoy the moment. Don't make the moment too big, but go out there and do exactly what you've been doing. And what they've been doing is it's been a different person every night. Who knows? I mean, the shortstop Jimenez, he comes up, hit two home runs, 3-run homers, in games 3 and 4 out of nowhere. Ernie Clement, who's been hitting the ball from right field line, left field line, top of the wall, George Springer, Vlad Guerrero, and, MVP. It has been not just one person, it's the whole lineup. And John Smoltz said it best. He said, these guys, they put the ball in play. And when you put the ball in play, a lot of pressure on the defense. So, even though we don't have a chance, watch the Jays, because hey, you take us lightly and it could be a different story.
Absolutely. All right, listen, so you're picking the Jays to win this, obviously. I want to give you a free bet. I want to give you a free bet for coming on. I know you're very busy this week. It could be an MVP bet. I mean, you can go Vlad at plus 600 at 6-1 odds, or Springer at 10-1 odds. Your beloved Chiefs, I'll let you go off the board if you want to take the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. That'll take a little a minute to pay off, but which one are you going with? I'm giving you a free wager.
I got to go with my Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
I got to go with my Chiefs. You're talking about that? Oh no, the Chiefs all the way. I love the Blue Jays, and I think they will win it. I don't know who's going to be the MVP. That's tough, because Bo Bichette is supposedly coming back.
Right.
So, I mean, they've got a lot. They don't have that one guy, but when you talk about football, Kansas City, we gave everybody a chance. We were
Yep.
0-2. We were buried, and now look at us now. So no, I'm gonna take that Kansas City bet, baby, to win
All
it.
right. I'm
Yeah.
going to give it to you. You know what that tells me? You're not that confident in the Blue Jays. That's exactly what it tells me.
No,
No,
it doesn't, no, it doesn't. It doesn't tell. No, no, no. That's not true. But
I
hey,
gotcha.
yeah. But the Blue Jays in 7.
Okay. Blue Jays
Yeah,
in 7. I'm
Jays
giving
in
you
7.
$100 to win 550 on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they got to get there again. It's ridiculous what they do. They're like 4-3. I'm like, well, you might as well just count everybody out again. How do you do it? How do they get there every year?
Because they got 1-5. When you have
Yeah.
1-5 and you have Andy Reid, you go back and look at the dynasty the Patriots had. What was the main component? They talk about maybe it was Belichick. No, it was Tom Brady. And
Right.
it showed when he went to Tampa and what happened after he left New England. So
Right.
no, it's all about 1-5 because he makes everybody better, and he is a dog. He's a gamer.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, you can't bet against him.
Joe Carter, one of the very greats, and he's going to feel great when I have to write him a check for $550 mid-February when the Chiefs win their 14th Super Bowl, for crying out loud. Thanks for coming on, Joe. I appreciate it.
All right, Sal. Have a good one, and go Jays, go.